Bear Herbal by Adi Patangi and Lavi Abigad. So our inspiration for this project was to create a model that could predict the prices for future dates and in stocks, so thus we could maximize our profits in the stock market. So as I said before, we wanted to make a model that could predict a future trend in stocks and thus giving us an idea of what stocks to buy.
So we use deep learning for this. APIs in use here are Keras, which is an open source software library, Yahoo Finance, which is a media property, and Pandas, which we use to access the finance data. So our model is around 96% accurate. As you can see by this chart, the red and the blue is what already happened, and the orange line compared to the red line is our model prediction. As you can see, it's super similar. We use an algorithm called LSTM, or long short-term memory. It it takes historical trends and makes predictions based off of that, maximizing our yield.
We attempted to make a web app using Streamlit, which would let users interact with our model and see data for custom stocks. It did not work due to the fact that Streamlit is not compatible with Jupyter Notebook.
Our takeaways and conclusions. So we both believe that we have genuinely become better coders and have learned way more about the stock market. We learned how to make an accurate model and how to implement Keras and deep learning into algorithmic trading and how to make a web app. Thank you, Tech Optimum, and we hope to repeat this hackathon in the following years. Now onto the code demo. So here we start by importing everything. Then we get our data. This is our data frame, Yahoo, and these are the dates of the Tesla stocks, which is what you saw in the graph before, 2012 to 2019. We check the shape and we plot our current stocks, as you saw in the graph before. Then we filter, so we're only working with the closed column, and we scale the data. Then we split it up into X train and Y train for training, obviously. Then we put them into NumPy arrays so we can manipulate them, and we make this into 3D. We reshape it into a 3D shape because the model is expecting a 3D input. As you can see here, sequential model and LSTM, which is the algorithm we used. We compiled and we fit the data. So as you can see here, we made the X test. We made the data with X test and Y test for the test, and we put it into NumPy array again, and we reshaped this. Then we made the predictions, and we used RMSE, which is root mean squared error. How it works is you take 100 and you take this number, and you minus it by 100, and that's how you get the accuracy. So right now it's around 98.3%. It's pretty decent. And here we plot our results, as you can see here. This is all for the Tesla stock predictions and what actually happened. We validate it. We check the data. And here we made a new quote. So in these dates, in the last 60 days, this is what it would be. And here, just to test it again, we used this date, and this is the price that it would be on this date. Thank you so much, TechOpt.